And it looks like here we go. Right now, it looks like the snappers are a little short-handed. What do you say, Chad?
The snappers only have 3 guys out there right now.
And that's all they need. A couple guys just running a bit late. And there's Levi. He's going the other way, and he starts with a double. And part of being a good manager and being a good team, Chad, is you have to have your team assembled and ready to go.
There's a lot of little things down here at the PLW that you got to do to get your team to be ready to play. This is a premier league. It's no joke, Trench. Even at the worst team in the league here, as you know, touted, they are going to beat them with 3 guys out there. The Snappers better get their team here.
A bit breezy as well, so it's going to affect some of the screwball pitchers and some of the guys that throw little hanging sliders or whatnot. And right now, Shane Weber is in trouble with a 3-1 count. And that's going to make it a full count, 3-2. It's a big pitch early, Chad. And he gets him to strike out right there. That was a big strikeout by Shane, looking at a walk possibly. Then there'll be people on first and second.
He's a veteran out there, and he just, bared down and got it done through a couple of strikes. It's pretty hot out there. You can see Levi melting out on second base in the sun. The pitcher's mound's in the shade now. Shortstop's kind of in the shade as well. That's going to come into play a little bit with the shadows once again. It is tough to pick up the ball. Maybe not quite yet because it's still pretty bright out, but as the next hour rolls, those shadows become an issue.
Ball number 2. Again, important pitch right here for Shane Weber. He's going to have to hit a strike. And he does. Gets him to swing. It's going to even up the count 2-2. And that's exactly where you want to be if you're Shane Weber, because you could still mess around with him with one more pitch. Nothing too crazy. Maybe get him to miss a little bit outside. Goes to 3-2 once again, Chad.
He's struggling a little to find his command out there.
Pitch.
Jimmy will bail him out here. No, he doesn't.
And that's going to do it. Jimmy does not swing. That's going to be walk number 1 against Webb, and Webb knows that's big, big trouble because they only have 3 people in their outfield. And Christian, he's up and coming as a pitcher. He's no guarantee to get out there. They'd have to bring in Taylor right away. You think if Shane walks him, they go to Christian right away?
I think they do go to Christian.
They have to go to Christian. They don't need.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, but then the Taylor gets appointed an inning.
Yeah, I know, but he's got to get out of the jam here potentially. It's tough to give Christian a bases loaded 1-out spot,
We're up to 33 viewers already, and I think it's because of my angelic voice, Chad.
Probably.
Are those pistachios? Can I see them? It's okay. And there's Jesse, and all of a sudden the snappers just got bigger.
Wait. Yep. Good call, Tom.
Great call by Tom right there.
Can't make any changes once a batter has begun in the PLW. The batter is finished before anybody can change a defensive lineup or a pitching change or a pinch hitter. It's all locked in once the first pitch has been thrown.
Another 3-2 count. Good swing by Tyler right there. This is an enormous pitch by Shane. Let's see what happens. And that's walk number 2.
Let's see who they go to now. It's going to be Taylor. They're loaded.
They're going to go to Taylor early, which means this is a inning appointed to Taylor out of the 10 that he's able to do it. But I think they do the right move right here because he could also face. Let me get this straight, Chad. If he gets out of this inning, does he have to face the next 2 batters next inning, or can Christian come in and face?
No, once you finish an inning, you so if he gets a double play on this batter, and we'll exaggerate the situation, and gets a double play to end this inning, that's 1 batter. They have the option to take him out because he's finished the inning. If he decides to come back out for the second, he will have to pitch to 2 batters, which would be his 3, because he can't just get yanked after 1 batter, and because that would only be 2 batters. He's basically reinitiating his 3 batters as they didn't choose to pull him after the inning. It shouldn't come into play.
We have Fat Chick with us tonight.
Fat Chick.
Yeah.
Fat Chick wrestling.
Yeah.
See what Taylor has here.
She's from
Bases
Peru.
loaded, one out. I know this jam well.
I have orange slice juice all over my hands right
That's
now.
not the worst thing to have on your hands, Trench.
When I was in junior high, I ate a bunch of oranges in the morning, and I threw up in class. It was crazy.
Back to the game.
Here we go. Big at bat right now. And Taylor misses outside for ball number 1. Here at PLW, we start with 1 strike.
This is Sean Plake here. He's a rookie. Slow start for him this season.
He actually hit a home run against the Sand Vipers that won the game, 1-0. Was that? Am I right?
That was him?
That was him, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe it was. No, I think it was Nate. I don't know. Actually, I
I
wasn't
felt
here
like
for
it
that
was one
one.
of those people.
Yeah, I think it was Nate Stepna.
I don't know if that was his swing. This is a big, big opportunity for the Stonemen to try to put some on. And he comes off the rubber right there. What happened right there?
I wasn't watching. I'm making sure the field was in play here. We had some chairs down the right field line we had to attend to.
Okay, there were some umpires sitting there. Here, get those out of my can, or I'll eat them all.
They're pretty good now.
Levi's going to get up with the bases loaded against one of the best pitchers in the league.
This is a big at pat, Trench. These are game changers right here.
Yeah, I mean, the Stonemen have trouble scoring runs, so they're not going to see a better opportunity than this.
Yeah, that was Nate, I believe, that hit that home run. They got him in the 2-hole here tonight. He's on third. Oh, no, he switched. I don't know why. That pitch is so heavy from Taylor. There's just so many swing throughs. It's just incredible. Don't expect anything good here, Levi. I'm sure Taylor's going to play around a little bit.
Misses a little bit outside, 1-2.
Right on the number, though.
Jumped
Trent.
to 50 viewers right off the bat, right when things get a little bit more tight with bases loaded. Oh, and that's going to score 2 runs. Those aren't going to be charged to Taylor, but it does score 2 runs. That was left side. Big hit for Levi, and you can hear him scream, "Let's go."
Huge hit there by
Yeah.
Levi to give his team a 2-0 lead.
And still, they're not out of it yet. Another single could produce a run.
Levi 2 for 2 this inning. He just drove himself in, Trench.
Yeah.
He was actually the guy that was on third, and then he was at the plate.
And it hits a Jesse, easy play. He's just going to run to third and call it an inning. But the Stonemen do draw blood first and score 2. I know Taylor's not happy about that, but he believes in his squad and his little foursome that's coming in right now will be able to take full advantage of Levi. But when Levi's a stud, he's a stud. He's throwing aces out there. And some of these aces that are dealing out there, they're hitting baseball card. I've said it before, like baseball card sized areas on that strike zone. And those are hard pitches to get to and make good contact to even give yourself a chance to get on base.
Yeah, Levi's definitely...
I'd say he's a premier pitcher, wouldn't you, Chad?
You know, he can be a premier pitcher, but he's really had problems walking out. Anytime the pressure's been on, he's kind of ended up walking out and having to hand the ball over to Tyler or Bird. Really like to see him take care of business himself here in a game like this.
Here comes Bird. He was running a little late. He had to do it. He went to the farmer's market to pick up some fresh organic zucchinis, and it looks like he's about 10 minutes late. He's getting his jersey on right now, and he will be entering the game in the check-in unit. I hope he brought some of those black cherries he brought last week. Those were phenomenal. Greg, what's going on? Miss you, buddy. Do we have a wireless mic on you out there? I mean, don't forget to water your plants here in Las Vegas.
Bird just said he thought the game was at 5:30, Trench. We've played at 5 o'clock all season long.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Bird's thinking over there.
Or if he's thinking at all.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a better point.
Good pitch to get Taylor looking right there. It's going to go to 1-2. Is Levi, has he always worn glasses? Smash down the left side. Oh, no, it went between his legs.
We got to call that a single and an error, I
Single
think.
and error,
I don't think we
big
can give a
time.
double on that one.
And after showcasing some of his defensive abilities last week, the first play out there from a distance it can't go between your legs as an
not
outfielder,
as an
Chad.
outfielder. You got to get down and knock that thing down. That double play is so huge. I threw one away last week, and oh my God, it cost me a 2-run home run.
And that's just disrespectful to the game. I'm going to go wash my hands real quick, Chad. It's irritating me a little bit.
Okay. Levi has that outside corner locked down here early in the first inning. Taylor, don't forget, is a premier hitter in all of the wiffle world. Weber's tough to strike out. He's always able to make a little bit of contact, stay alive. Weber deep, but Stepna at the wall, able to reel it in. Ball not carrying that well tonight. The wind looks like it's blowing out, so maybe if you get it up in the air, I'm sure it'll go. It didn't really get up into the tier 2 winds there. It kind of stayed low enough that it didn't carry out.
I'd like to write an article about the tier 2 winds. Sounds like it.
That was a close one. He hit it really hard, Trench, but it had some topspin on it.
Did you read that, Chad? It says recommend turning up the main out on the audio mixer like one.
Oh, I'm not the technical guy here.
I think this is the main. We're going to go up one notch. Let's see if that works better. Oh, we'll hear it better if we wear our headsets, Chad.
That's deep. Back, gone. Christian opposite field. Hangs in there. Is able to push it over the fence.
And that is some plant-based power as Christian has developed into a plant-eating machine as he's been visiting here at Hideaway Field. That must have felt real good. That was an oppo hit, too. Ties it up 2-2.
Let's see if Levi can settle down here.
I wonder if Greg is listening. I turned up the audio just a tiny bit. I'm starting to... What are you doing, Chad? Now I can't hear myself that great.
Yeah, you can. It's loud.
Can I? Maybe I need to turn mine up.
I think you got the wrong button here with the main. I don't know, though, but that seems like it's too loud. I don't know how it's coming across the air, though.
We'll see. Greg says yes, it was noticeable. So maybe it was too loud. These things are sensitive.
Yeah, very.
These are devices that NASA has developed to help astronauts detect sound in outer space. And I'm messing with these little knobs. That's probably not good. Levi 2-2 count. And Jesse goes deep. Tyler right there, center field, catches that ball. That's going to be 2 down.
The winds were down on that. I wonder if they were blowing like they were a couple minutes ago, if that could have carried out of here.
No, I don't think it would have had enough power right there.
Oh, here comes some power, Trench.
Who's up right now?
Jonathan Wilson.
Oh, J-Dub. He's been producing. Definitely swings at a lot of pitches. Let's see if Levi makes him swing on a real long hanging curve.
That's a tight curve on the inside for strike 2.
0-2 pitch, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, and J-Dub smashes that. That was a big hit because now Taylor Briner is up with 1 man on, and he's very difficult to get out.
At times, he's impossible to get out, Trench.
Yeah, I don't know what the secret is. I'll have to ask a little boot. It's going to be strike number 2.
I think Levi's lucky to get away with that one. That didn't break very much. It was just kind of sitting there for him.
Boom, balloon to 60 viewers already, Chad. I'm super excited about that. A lot of people tuning in Monday night. Nothing better going on. Why not watch a little Premier League Wiffle Hideaway Field in beautiful Las Vegas? Watch the Stonemen versus the Snappers. Yeah, I see what he's saying. Oh, and it's going to be a pop-up. Tyler looks like he's under it. He better not overplay it. And it bounces off his hands, and that's going to move the runner. That's a big error on Tyler's part. The spin, the rotation of the wiffle ball, Chad, you understand it. You play outfield sometimes. Tell me about some of that rotation that you could get involved with the wiffle ball.
I mean, some of them, it's like the super ones that come off the end of the bat or the top of the bat, just spin, but that wasn't one of them. That was just high.
This should be an easy play. Touches thirds, get out of the inning. Tyler takes a sigh of relief right there. I could tell that by the way he was playing that he was going to overplay it. That's why it was an over the shoulder grab. And you don't have your little twitch muscles ready for that. You're making a play on the ball you
Trench,
normally
little
don't make.
twitch muscles.
Yeah, it's a little twitch muscle.
Twitch muscles.
I like that.
Welcome to Hideaway Field. We got some
Chad, you need to scoot over because only half your face is in. No, the other way.
All right. Well, we got Stonemen snappers here. First series of the night. They trade 2 spots in the first inning. Levi had 2 hits in the first inning to create a couple of to drive himself in and one other, and then for the snappers, Christian a big opposite field 2-run homer to tie it. And Weber walked out already here.
I was hanging with Christian a little bit earlier today. He was helping me do some maintenance around Hideaway Field here, and he's looking to have a good summer here playing with the Snappers. I know he's real focused right now. He's getting his mind right, and he wants to produce for the Snappers, and it seems like he fits in real well with that squad.
I agree, totally. He's a big addition. He has the furthest home run in PLW history still. He hit one over absolutely everything in center field. The wind was obviously blowing straight out that night, but
still, though,
he hit it as far as you can basically hit a level ball. Wind blowing out a little bit up in Tier 2 tonight. It seems to be pretty still on the field.
It's gonna come into play.
Here come those shadows into play now. You see the sun in between the...
Watch your drink. I could see you trying to slap a fly away and spilling your drink
That's
all over everywhere. Then the
bee.
soundboard is gonna malfunction.
That's a bee, Trench. I don't like him.
They pollinate the oranges you just gave me.
Well,
Did you hear the words coming out of your mouth?
Yeah, but I don't
1
like
and
him
2.
still.
Oh, he goes Oppo right there. What a play. Christian there to stop the double. But good piece of hitting by Jimmy right there. And here's Tyler. After a big drop in the outfield that the 60 viewers saw on Twitch. He wishes he had that one back, but took a sigh of relief when it was an easy ground ball to third and got out of that inning. Here we go. Good pitch by Taylor right there. A little inside. It's going to bring it to 1 and 2. Yeah, why not? 60 people getting jiggy with it. We'll have an 80 in a few minutes. Looks like Tyler with a smash. That's going to score a run. Big triple right there off Taylor. Has the Stonemen up 3-2. There is a bee buzzing around my head as we speak. Ooh, that first pitch strike is nasty. A lot of movement on that one. No outs, man on third. Stoneman up 3-2. It's going to sit him down. And we got Bird coming up for the first time tonight. And Bird, despite looking like he just came out of a Volkswagen Bug or bus, this guy could play some ball. And I think it holds well for Bird. He's a little taller. That's going to score another run right there. And Tyler comes in from third. The Stonemen up 4-2. 1 out. Bird in a big spot. And here's Levi. Damage done early, 4-2. Only 1 out, though. Levi takes the sweat off his glasses, and he's ready to go. Oh, and Levi says, Oppo this. That's going to score Bird off a clean or a double, and the Stonemen are pouring it on a little bit here in the top of the second. And some of the fans at home are going nuts seeing their favorite Stonemen rally right now on top of the Snappers 5-2. Chad.
This Stoneman offense is not the worst offense in the league. I mean, it's certainly in the bottom half, but they're gaining some momentum, and they don't really. Tyler really completes this lineup, being able to bat him down in the 4-hole, and Sean Plake stepping up. Let's see what Nate can do here. Yeah, Nate won the game with a single against the Warbirds on Saturday night to close that game.
Yeah, I remember that. That's going to be a 2-1 count. This is actually a pretty big pitch right here, Chad. He needs to hit the strike zone right here. It gets him to swing, though, on what would have been a ball. For now, we lock it up at 2-2.
Yeah, that would have been 3-1. A lot of tumbling action on that pitch.
Yeah, that one's hard to lay off, though.
You took the 4.5 runs here with the Stonemen in game 1. You're liking your position.
Absolutely.
But
early in the game still.
Yeah, a couple more runs, though. It's going to be tough for the Snappers to cover.
3-2 pitch comes in. Foul ball right there. Way to defensively makes an effort to make contact right there. Oh, and he gets him.
The batters swing and miss, and they don't understand why. They just don't understand why they didn't hit the ball that they just swung at. It's just right there, and they just can't connect.
It just drops.
I guess it drops a lot.
The last like 5-6 feet, it's just dropping a ton.
2 outs.
Here's
That'll bring
Jimmy.
up Jimmy. He led off with a single and scored.
Ooh, a little inside right there.
I just want to see everybody's ERA go up, Trench. That's all I'm ever rooting for up here. Runs. Everybody give up some runs.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, they're going to be going a hard hit. J-Dub's going to have to make a throw.
Three outs. They give Jonathan a little bit of crap for his little extra crow hop there, but it looked all right to me. And
yeah, that was legit.
Maybe we'll tighten him up someday a little further, but that was better than what I saw last season still. 5-2, a 3-spot. Stonemen look good early here. 5
Breaking
runs
news.
in 2 innings.
Breaking news, Chad. We're up to 70 viewers. I think the word is starting to get out there, Chad, that Trench was going to be in the booth today, and right away the numbers just increased. And we have you wearing your Miami University hat, which I think would decrease our viewership, but it looks like it's doing okay. We're holding our own.
My Nomar Garcia Parra hit dog shirt. Camp I went to back in the early century.
How'd you do?
I don't know.
I hope it's nothing like you're swinging here, man.
Yeah.
Here's Christian. He had a 2-run oppo. There's Hollywood. He's tuning in, Mr. Hollywood. You know, all the vibes are going good right now for the Stonemen. Levi's laughing, but this could change on a dime.
100%. He's got to watch himself out there. He's a little too emotional sometimes. You call me an emotional player, but I'm just emotional in the game, not outside the game.
I know, you're chill.
Yeah.
And we have a new follower in where'd the name go? I don't know where the name is. It looks like Levi. I don't know if the Sand Viper's watching right now, but we need somebody to get on that banner and re-zip tie it. Look at it just hanging right there. And behind that banner, what a lot of people don't know, Chad, that's where our production team is, making sure you get all the awesome angles from our cameras all over the ballpark. You get instant replay, and you see how fast the pitch is coming, all directed by our main production guy, Casey Herzog. And there's, oh no, he bobbles it. He's going to have just enough time.
4-8-1.
That's good here at PLW Cathers. That's who it is. Thanks for following. You have 5 seconds or under to get to the backstop off basically contact. And we have 2 stopwatches to make sure that they're within 0.08 seconds of each other. That's how great these guys are. Good pitch.
Jesse's been taking a lot of crap from some league guys this last couple of weeks. He's getting a little cocky down there with his snappers. And
yeah, he has a championship under his belt, so he feels like maybe he could puff his chest out a little bit more, but you still have to prove yourself. Next year, we're gonna be in full uniform from hat to pants or shorts, and I can't wait because I think I'm done seeing Jesse's hat this season. And Jesse,
there's the comment. So hard to see. You see in the shadow, sun shadow as you see. So the ball's passing through the sunlight, and it makes it tough to pick up again, especially with the movement because the wiffle ball's moving left to right, up and down, and it's in a different area when you pick it back up again.
You can say that, Chad. You can say that, but the score is 5-2.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So you definitely
actually
are making contact. Some people might pick up the ball a little bit better than others. I just think he just went down on a really good pitch and blamed the shadows on that one. That was J-Dub smashing the ball. He's 2 for 2, I believe.
That was hit really hard.
Yeah, that was a monster rip right there.
It's going to bring up Taylor with a run on. Levi's already used one of his walks. It's a little early for that still in the second. I start thinking about, in big spots,
God,
maybe using my walk in the third if I need to, or hopefully in the fourth.
If I was the Snappers manager, I'd immediately tell Jassy to go home and change his socks into a solid color rather than wearing those ninja socks. Grown-ass man.
Levi wastes a lot of pitches out there some nights.
That was a great pitch by Levi right there. And that got Taylor swinging on some nastiness. And now that's going to end the inning. And that was an awesome performance. They're going to go into the top of the third, up 5-2.
Yeah, this is upset brewing here, and it's game one. It's not like they're just trying to steal one here at the end. They're trying to set up for a big night here, the Stonemen, to get themselves off of the relegation department down there. It looks like...
Can we help you, Bird?
Tyler's up. It looks like the third place is going to have kind of a weaker record right now because first and second place are running away with all the wins. So,
well, if the Stonemen could take 2 of 3 or sweep somehow the Snappers, that really shakes
Tyler's
it up
up.
quite a
I
bit.
already answered. Stop yelling at me.
I don't know if anybody was yelling at you, Chad. I think they just wanted to know who was up.
Yeah, but I already answered. They should know who is up. It's not hard to figure out who's up. It's a 5-man lineup.
It's true.
Maybe.
What happened? Did you eat all those pistachios already?
No, they're mine, though. I would have brought you a bag, Trench, if I'd known you wanted them.
You never have to ask me if I want a bag of pistachios. The answer immediately is yes.
Oh, my bad. I would have brought
so
you a bag.
So now I have to watch you because you
already
didn't
ate
bring
the whole bag.
extra.
There's like 4 left in the bag.
I ate like 15 pieces out of a whole bag.
Well,
I never short you.
I never said you did.
I've never shorted you.
If you can eat all 5 oranges, I'll give you a $10 bonus.
No, I told you what happened. I was in, I think, junior high. I ate a bunch of oranges in the morning, and then I had to go to the restroom break. That was a weak swing by Tyler. I don't know what he's thinking right there.
I did. That one hitting everything.
Oh.
416.
I hate the feeling of watching somebody make a play on your ball. Like that you hit to like an infielder. You're just like, God.
Nah, it wasn't hit that well. That's got to be played out there.
Yeah, no, I know. And that's why
by Wilson.
you're like hoping something happens.
Chad definitely does not have kids.
There'd be no way. I could never imagine any more like bloodline past you. Holy cow. It gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Little stat guys running around, little wiffle balls. And TJ says he went right there, and that's going to be a strikeout.
Good call, Teach.
For Taylor. You got to lay off that. What was he swinging
If he hit it, it would
at?
have gone over the fence. Last season we
Yeah,
would have
thank God, Samson.
we would have had no swing on that last season. But the only team that doesn't get the check swing calls is the Legends. Just so you know.
Is it?
Yeah, 100%. We shafted all season on it.
Long. It's a high fly ball. J-Dub didn't even move.
Taylor finally settles down and has a good inning out there.
Yeah, but we're going to go to the top of the fourth.
Shane, what? Top 4. No, bottom 3.
Or bottom
Bottom 3.
or bottom 3, I'm sorry.
What is his shirt? Dabarino?
Yeah. I'm so hungry. I'm almost going for this third orange, but I have to
You
control
already
myself.
ate 2 oranges?
It's because I'm so thirsty.
Oh.
I'm just drinking orange juice attached to orange pulp.
Nice.
I want to thank a new sponsor in a little bit. We need a camera guy for that, and right now
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
have a camera person. I want to feature one of our sponsors, lovely woman that helps out some of the lady needs out there in the Las Vegas local community. Excited to have this business part of it, and I know that you sometimes use the services as well, Chad, for whatever you do.
Are you okay tonight, Trudge?
I'm always okay.
Levi back out there with his 5-2 lead, bottom 3. He's got Weber up. It's a good spot in the lineup to be. He'd like to get through this inning without seeing Taylor, because if Taylor comes up in this inning, it's going to be a couple guys on. So he'd like to not see Taylor this inning. He can afford 1 base runner only. If a second base runner gets on, he's going to have to deal with Taylor.
I feel like the Stonemen need 1 more. They need to have 6. I feel like the Snappers are due for a little bit of an inning in the next 1 or 2 innings after they've seen Levi a couple times. But again, Levi could be dealing aces the whole game, and they might not score another run.
Weber's a veteran hitter. He doesn't chase down.
Yeah, very rare that he swings at some nasty stuff like that. He's got to be careful. Oh, wow, look at Rabbit. Seems to have a relationship with Fat Chick and Ewok. He just gifted tier 1 subs to basically the whole room.
Nice.
And you were just saying he doesn't chase low.
He
and
did foul it off, but it looked like bad swing. What you can get Weber to do is chase hot sometimes, but usually he won't swing down there. Let me see this replay. Oh, nice pitch there, but
Wow, amazing. So they get to watch PLW without ads because of what GK Rabbit has done. It's not
Weber-
every day you see people do that. Go ahead, Chad.
Weber sticks one up the middle. Stays with the pitch. It was a good pitch, up and away. He just kind of stayed with it. Fought it up, found a big hole.
Here's Christian once again.
It's what Christian can do pretty much, because Levi's going to be a little bit scared of him here. Is get to that 2-1 count and then look for something really good to hit. And there it is. There's that 2-1 count. Look out here, Levi.
Christian has really fast hands as well.
Going to be a good pitch to hit. No, that's not.
3-1. This is a monumental
If Levi
pitch.
wants a win, he has to get 7 outs, Trench. 7 outs is the qualifications for a starting pitcher to get a win.
And he walks him. That's going to be it for... Is that walk number 2 or 1?
That's number 2.
He's done. Hold
No,
play.
it's only one. It's
Oh,
only one. It's
Okay.
only one. That's my bad.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. It's only one. I'm always going to double check before I say something. It's only his first walk. Still
Yeah.
out there.
Here's Jesse. I know Jesse and Levi have a little bit of bad blood going on in this league right now.
Jesse kind of looks like me up at the plate right
Yeah,
now,
what's he
just
doing?
flailing.
It's the socks. I mean, what could you possibly do with a pair of socks and those shoes mixture? I don't know what's going on there. Oh my God, he swings from his knee. He is not happy. I know that Jesse is a tennis player. He must be a little upset that Rafael Nadal did not advance to win the French Open or on clay or whatever, wherever they are.
I think Jesse's a Federer guy.
Oh, well, whatever.
That's his claim to fame. He was given a lesson by Roger Federer.
Was he?
Yep.
What lesson? Definitely not in tire and sock wearing.
Good pitch. He starts it in behind him and at his back hip and slides it in over the inside.
You know, J-Dub with a couple hits on the night already. Normally swinging it, sometimes garbage, has really had an eye on the ball tonight. You never really know which J-Dub's coming to hit. Wouldn't you say, Chad?
I totally agree with that.
Like, is he the J-Dub that hits 360, or is he the J-Dub that strikes out a million times? This is going to be hard to play. It's going to have a lot of spin on it.
Looked like he missed it to me.
And TJ's saying that the third baseman has no qualifications to be even playing third base, basically.
Jimmy lucked out a little there. It didn't touch him. And it went foul before the bag.
I would have been all over that one, Chad,
Yeah.
making a mess of that ball no matter what. Like, if a ball's in play like that, you can't let it go foul. That's an out.
Yep, you're
And if you're a premier player, you need to jump all over it like a grenade, take one for the team, throw it against the backstop. Nobody wants to hear you try to get the last pistachio out of the bottom of the bag, Chad. I guarantee you that. Minus 5,000 people don't want to hear that.
I got it. Strike, all day. He didn't.
Looks like there's some controversy, and Chad's right in the thick of it. And here he goes. He's going to leave the commentating booth now. He has one leg out of the commentating booth. If you leave, don't forget you have a headphones on. I muted you.
It hit the body.
I just muted
and he
Chad.
Swung, he is out. If it hit his hand, it would be foul. I don't need a replay for a check swing. But not on a left-handed check swing. Not on a lefty to check swing. I got it.
Oh, man. Chad overrules the original ump, becomes the main ump in a split second. And he goes Supreme Court immediately on PLW. Chad, explain to the viewers what happened right there.
He swung. He swung at the pitch. It wasn't even close. And we got to stay consistent with the check swings here.
And J-Dub looks like he's going to have some words to you, and he's got you by at least 100
so.
pounds. I got
That's
him
fine.
at minus 340 for a first-round knockout. And you're getting some bad blowback right now by
okay with
over 88 people saying he did not swing, Chad. And look, J-Dub is coming back to the production facility because he wants to see the instant replay. Anyhow, 1-2 against Taylor. We're going to have a lot to talk about during this half inning, Chad. And it looks like J-Dub...
That's going to be a warning. Unsportsmanlike warning right here.
And you could hear it. I had to...
And that's going to be a warning going forward as well, so I would stop.
And there it is. And it looks like J-Dub still going. Let's see what happens right here. I know Chad looks like he's very close to ejecting J-Dub off a call. Chad, explain to me what's happening between you and J-Dub right now.
Nothing's going on. It was an easy check swing call. TJ can't call the lefty over behind him over there. He's standing directly behind him.
Chad, how close is J-Dub from being ejected from this game?
No, he's all right. We don't want to eject him, but he's warned for this game, and he doesn't need to be barking after the fact. You know, in baseball, it doesn't work that way. Like, you can't go back and argue something 2 batters ago. You just can't do it.
There's a lot of chirping going on in the dugouts right now. There's a lot of tension in this booth right now. I am almost going to go in for my third orange. Anyhow, we're going to the top of the fourth with the Stonemen up 5-2, and I know that the Snappers do not want to give this game away. Right now, there's some confusion still with whether that was a strike or a swing or not. That for sure was a swing and didn't come up with anything. T. Stroogs, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. You're just watching the Stonemen versus the Snappers, and you just got done watching. Oh, wow. Puddles Ninja, subscribe with Twitch Prime. I don't know what that means. Maybe they get a car from Carvana. I don't know, but thank you so much. There was a little bit of beef between the Snappers and the Stonemen, but more so with Chad, who now is the lead umpire after TJ couldn't make the call on a left-handed check swing. Right now we have Levi in the booth talking to Chad. Levi also believes that that was a strike. And he said, I threw a nasty slider. We have 2 outs. Jimmy up. Oh, nasty pitch right there. J-Dub's going to have to make a nice throw, and he does, and that's going to do it for the inning right there. D-Town, welcome. We're going to go into the bottom of the 4th. Snappers really need to get something going, or they're going to lose game 1 of 3 against the Stonemen in a dramatic fashion, with the Stonemen putting up a 5 spot so far. I said from the beginning, I think they need to score 6 to pull this one out. The Snappers can be very, very dangerous. They can't string anything together, though, tonight against Levi's amazing pitching. And I see you're struggling a little bit, Chad. There's a lot going on over there.
Left 5 on base here. They've left 5 on, so they've had the base runners. They just got to get a big hit here. Levi's going to have to throw a big chunk of innings tonight if he wants to get a win in this series tonight. They may be able to sneak 1 game out, but
Looks like we have a Snappers fan. Is that Mama Snapper? Here's pitch number 1 of bottom 4. And there's Webb. He's going to try to hit a double, and he does. Good piece of hitting right there. And here come the Snappers, bottom of the 4th. I did predict Snappers' big 4th or 5th inning. Christian already hit a home run this game. Let's see what he could do right here. And I don't know if you know this, Chad, but Christian today adopted an all plant-based diet, and he hit a home run.
You already told me this.
Well, there's people that have come on to the broadcast that haven't heard that, Chad, and that's called radio.
That one's good. He took a couple miles an hour off his 56. It was the same pitch, tiny bit slower. Moves the count to 1-2.
Watch out for one of those 12-6 pitches, but he goes sidearm, gets Christian nastiness right there. It's going to be a strikeout. His poor mother has to watch him strike out like that. It's not a good thing to see when your children take a pitch from Levi like that.
Why is he putting his bat in the freezer?
I don't know. They have some weird theory that they freeze their bat or something happens. I don't know. Yes, Tom? Oh, okay. So when you put it in the freezer, it makes it not bend. So when you check swing, you don't break your bat. And yeah, that's Nick Cage in the audience, and I believe Nick Cage to be one of the worst actors, and I say this on every broadcast that I've ever met. He is the descendant and a nephew of Nick Coppola, the Coppola family, and that's why he got into acting, and he got a free pass because of his name. Anyhow, 1-2 count, Jesse.
Let's see if Jesse's going to swing that frozen bat here, or if he's just going to hold it up by his ear. He's lucky.
That was close.
Grade A. Stop it. I would love a water if somebody is in the clubhouse.
I'd like a cold one somehow too. Yeah.
Is anybody in there? Yeah. Got a full count.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's Jesse on one knee again. Can't be happy with that. That's 2 strikeouts in a row.
It's going to roll it to J-Dub here.
Con Air for men for who like movies. That's the only people that watch that. Here's J-Dub. He's hot in the batter's box today. We're holding steady with right around 80 viewers. No, I think he gets some kind of donation, but can't eat enough oranges in time. And there you have it. Levi lets out a nasty growl. Very Discovery Channel-like right there.
Levi looks pretty good out there here. Just that one mistake to Christian. It wasn't even a mistake. Christian's just a great hitter and was able to fight it over the fence opposite way.
I agree. Archie, what's going on? You're watching at Premier League Wiffle. Trench and Chad in the booth. Mark, thank you so much. We are very dehydrated. We're going down out here. Do you drink these, Chad?
Is it alcohol?
No, we don't talk about alcohol or drink alcohol here at Hideaway Field.
Okay.
We drink little tiny spritzers called Savani's Sparkling Remarkable Raspberry Water.
Wow, it's
Isn't
pretty
that
good.
refreshing?
Very, very good.
Savani.
Tyler Walensky due up here, then Sean Blake and Austin Bird looking for an insurance run.
I'm so thirsty. Like I said, Chad, I have no clue how I'm alive. And there he is, Mr. Tannick himself, entertaining a Sand Viper fan. Having a good time watching his product develop. Here's Tyler. That's what he does. Hit 55 outside corner. Yeah, here at Twitch, we don't talk about alcohol or the consumption of. Yeah, maybe like a soundproof one that has no out audio, and maybe black it out, and then lock it up, and put the key in the pond.
You know that everybody can't read that chat, so people have no idea what you're talking about. At least
Oh,
half
they
of the
can't?
viewers. Well, some of them can, but
How could you possibly not read this
when
chat?
I'm watching the game, I don't really have the chat rolling as much as you see Taylor strike out Tyler to lead off the fifth, top of the fifth here. Brings up Sean, who's 0 for 3 with 3 Ks.
0 for 3 with 3 Ks. You know, to start the season, Chad, I struck out twice. Of course, it was once against Taylor, once against Shane. I was like, am I going to ever be able to make contact with a ball again? Do you ever feel like that sometimes? Like, am I going to make contact ever?
54 miles per hour.
Thanks, dude.
This was Casey's idea, something to snack on.
Frozen peas.
46 miles per hour.
Thanks, buddy.
Another K for Blake. 0 for 4 with 4 Ks.
I'm sorry, did you say 0 for 4 with 4 Ks?
Yeah, that's called the Golden Sombrero.
Ooh, I hope I never wear that.
54 miles per hour.
Oh, if you strike out 4 times in a game?
Yep.
I struck out 4 times in the series. Good hit right there.
69 miles per hour.
Like I said, yeah, man, thanks. I don't know what I was going to say. Not going to work here anymore. Man, that's amazing. Here's Levi.
53 miles per hour.
Levi's 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double.
2 singles and a double, huh? That's pretty good.
He's got 3 of the 5 RBIs.
Good smash that went right through your 5-hole. Levi's screaming at J-Dub right now.
What do you guys think? Hit or an error there? This has been the one that's been kind of a tough call.
If mine was a hit, his has to be a hit.
I think so too. It was
Oh
hit
no,
so,
I mean error. If mine was an error, his has to be an error.
what, the one that went through your legs? No, we called that a hit. You didn't even get down. You didn't even get halfway to the ground.
Oh, I thought you called it an error. So yeah,
No.
that's a hit then.
I think it's a hit. He hits it so hard. It's hard to get down in time. I mean,
I learned my lesson right off the bat. But you know what? Here's why I also think it should be an error, though, even though you guys are going hit. J-Dub's been out there for a season already, like half a season. Do you think one's going to go through my legs again, Chad? Never. My arm's going to be down. I just wasn't ready for how hard it was hit because I haven't seen any balls this
You know,
year.
in your defense, sometimes, I mean, Adam says you got to start down and move up, but when you do that, sometimes you can't get up in time because your hands just can't
Right.
move from your knees to over your head fast enough if it's hit up
Like if there
there.
was a hot shot, like laser to your head or something. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's just hard to cover everything on something that's hit 107 miles per hour at you. So it's just, you're only 50 feet away out there, 55 maybe feet away. It's pretty close. So when you hit it as on the screws and
A lot of people are. The chat looks like they're error heavy right there.
hit, not even close. That's a hit.
I think if something goes between your legs, it should be an error, honestly. Right? I mean, if you're trying to mimic anything of MLB, if it goes
Yeah,
through
but we're
your
not
legs,
necessarily trying to mimic MLB. That's just such a tricky play when it's hit that hard at your. I mean, I've made it a few times this year, so I don't even know what to think. It's
Yeah.
that reaction time. Sometimes, you know what? I've really noticed
Yeah.
down here, it's a lot harder to play defense at 5:30 than it is at 8 o'clock.
I'll ask J-Dub. I'll ask J-Dub and say, what do you think? Good smash by Taylor right there. Looks like Bird hit it with his pinky, but that won't change the action of what happened. Right, change it to error. People are saying error, 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 error. It's an error. It has to be. It cannot go through your legs. You have to have your hands down. If a laser comes at your head and you can't get your hands up, that's a different story. Whatever.
It was hit as hard as it can be hit, though. That's kind of the reward for hitting it that hard still.
Bird, oh no. From his knees, he makes a weird play. Does get it for the out, the force out at 2. This is a big spot for Christian with 1 out, 1 on. I agree. You can't have any errors if between your legs isn't one.
If you hit it that as hard as you can hit it, there's a good chance you're going to get a hit.
Cavallo, welcome. You're watching the Stonemen versus the Snappers right here, Hideaway Field in Las Vegas. And the Stonemen are trying to steal one from the second place Snappers. Levi just has to finish it out. It's a 3-1 count. He already has a walk in the game. We're only allowed 2 per game. If he does walk him here, they're going to have to find another pitcher to come in.
No, that was only strike 2.
Absolutely. Oh, and look at the spin. That's going to move the runner to second, and we're only 1 swing away from this game being tied.
Yeah, but that batter's Jesse Caps right now. So even though he does have 2 home runs on the season, so anything's possible here.
Watch out. If he did hit a home run, Chad, it's going to go oppo because he'll be late on the swing, and he has that Roger Federer little slap that he does. Oh, and he's swinging on the first pitch a lot, but it was going to hit anyway. And right now, Levi is going to have to mess with him, and he definitely doesn't want to give up a hit to anybody that wears shorts like that.
Oh, I don't disagree with you. The people that
And
make
that's
that-
going to do it,
Yeah.
and that's going to be 2 outs, where he is 1 out away from cementing a Stonemen win. But now J-Dub, who's been hot all game, is coming up with 2 on, 2 out, down by 3. This is big stuff going on right here.
Yep, you get some chance of some revenge here.
I'd love to see 90 viewers by the start of next game. And there's Levi giving the shake up and down, saying, I am the man. I'm going to complete this game. You have no shot. I'm going to K you out. Oh, and he wins it. And look at Levi. He is super stoked. Lets out the Mufasa growl to take game 1 for the Snappers, and they don't like the loss at all.